Yo, what's going on, good people? It's your main man, H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor and founder of the Money School. Welcome to another tax minimization training. Guys, today is all about how to write off your mileage if you're an entrepreneur to and from work. Now, traditionally, if you're just going from your house straight to work, from work straight home, you cannot write off those miles. Right? Now, before we get into this, let me give you my quick disclaimer. I'm not a tax professional. I'm not a tax accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm an entrepreneur. So I study this stuff as an entrepreneur, but I'm going to give you some questions that you can at least go and ask your own CPA. So seek the help of your certified professional in your area to fact check anything that you hear me say. So really quickly, if I'm an entrepreneur, I work a full-time job and I have a legitimate business on the side. And what is considered a legitimate business? It is a business that I work regularly and consistently, a business that I work in an attempt to make a profit, and a business that I'm keeping accurate records of my expenses to help grow or market and promote my business. So what does the IRS say about writing off mileage to work? It says you can't do that, right? However, you guys know our IRS, they always create what we call loopholes, right? So I'm going to draw a little diagram here. Hopefully you guys can see this, and I'll check this video a little bit later. If not, if it doesn't come out well, then I'll just redo it. But basically, you have your home is here, right? Work is here. When you go from home to work, not tax write off, right? When you go from work straight home, also not tax deductible. However, the IRS did say that if I left my home and I went to what's considered a temporary work location, and this is for my business. Now, because I didn't go to my job from work, I went from home to a temporary work location. This could be Starbucks, right? We have Bread Co. or Panera Bread in St. Louis. This could be Quick Trip or Mobile, a gas station. So you say, Cortez, how could that be a temporary work location if this is a mobile gas station? Because, guys, we live in the day and age of the internet. So everywhere that I am with my cell phone and an internet connection, I can do business from my car. I can do business from anywhere. So I pull over at, say, a Quick Trip. When I leave my house, I stop at a Quick Trip, get a gas, get a cup of coffee. I have a car magnet on my car, so I'm promoting my business. I always travel with business cards, right? You might hear some entrepreneurs say that business cards are played out. They might be in a sense, but I always have a business card, and I'll approach a stranger and say, hey, I just want to give you my card. I don't know if you're in the market for credit repair or any tax minimization, debt elimination, or financial education services, but my name is H. Cortez. Do you have a number that I can reach you on or an email address that I can send you some information? I just turned my coffee run into a temporary work location where I took care of some business. I'll get the contact, I will go and I will do a quick Facebook post. Just met an amazing person at the gas station, and I'll check in. Why? Because as an entrepreneur, I always keep excellent records. So I checked in that I just met somebody, talked to them about my business, and boom, I just turned that into a temporary work location. Now, when I go from that temporary work location to my job, this is tax deductible in terms of the miles. So if this was from the gas station to my job was 20 miles, I get to write off 20 miles. And in 2019, it's 58 cents per mile. And guess what? If I can do this on my way to work, then of course I can do this on my way home from work. So I leave my job and I do what? I stop at a temporary work location, not for my job, but this is a temporary work location for my business. This time I did a Facebook post. I did a short, quick Facebook Live video on the parking lot of Quick Trip, Mobile, On the Run, Breadco, Starbucks, or wherever, right? I did a quick Facebook Live and just said, hey, listen, my name is H. Cortez. I'm a financial educator. I want you to know that you can pay your kids to work in your home-based business and write off up to $12,000 per year. I'm sitting here at the Mobile about to see if I can meet somebody who might be interested in learning some of these strategies. I'm super excited about my business. You guys can partner with me. It costs X amount of dollars. Inbox me, text me, call me. I just want to connect with you and teach you this wonderful strategy. I did a check-in. I promoted my business online with my cell phone at a temporary work location, aka Quick Trip. I got a record of it because I did a Facebook Live, and then I checked in. So I used my GPS to track my location. Now, when I drive from this temporary work location back to my house, again, this is tax deductible. You guys see how that works? If I'm going straight from home to work, straight from work to home, I cannot write off those miles. However, if I go from home to a temporary work location to promote my business, to market my business, then yes, that's a tax write-off. If I go from this temporary work location to my job, then yes, I can write off those miles from my temporary work location to my job. When I leave my job, if I stop at a temporary work location and take care of some business that's going to either grow my business, potentially make a sale, or market my business, enhance my business in any way, then that temporary work location, now the miles to that temporary location and from that temporary location to my house are tax deductible. Some of you guys drive 30, 40, 50 miles per day to a job and you have a side business and you're leaving all of this money on the table. That's why we created the Money School. Again, I'm not a tax accountant, I'm not a tax preparer, I'm not a CPA, I'm an entrepreneur. It pays me to know this stuff. It pays you to know this stuff. So when you talk to your preparer, your accountant, you go to the IRS website and you start reading and studying this stuff, right? If you're inside the Money School, then I'm going to link to the publication where I got this exact diagram from so that you, my friend, can see that this is not something that H. Cortez is making up. This comes straight from the IRS's website in their own publication. I forget the number. I think it's publication 463. But don't quote me on that. I'll put a link to that publication inside the Money School under this video so you can download it and see for yourself. And don't leave this money on the table if you're an entrepreneur, right? This is why it's better to legitimize your business versus operating it as a side hustle. What do I mean? Some people have businesses, whether they're doing hair in their kitchen, if you're a lady, even fellas cut hair at home sometimes. And they say, well, Cortez, I'm not paying taxes on this money because it's a straight cash business. Yeah, you're not paying taxes on that money, but you're also leaving $12, $15, $18, $20,000 in tax write-offs on the table while you're not paying taxes on $2,000 or $3,000 that you get under the table, right? Legitimize your side hustle. Take full advantage of the tax code. I believe the tax code is the #1 wealth building tool in the world. If If you take advantage of it, you can save a bunch of money in taxes, take those tax savings, get yourself out of debt, and then you can have more money freed up to start pouring into your business or other investments. So that's it for today's training in the Tax Minimization School, which is, of course, part of the Money School. So if you're not already in the Money School, go to www.moneyschool.com, and that's school with a K, SKOOL.com. Get yourself enrolled. It's a free financial education for the masses. Until I talk to y'all next time, get your money up, because you absolutely can do it, but more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.